time in my life where I felt invisible. Not just unseen, unwanted, unnecessary. Like I was living behind a glass wall that separated me from the rest of the world. I was the quiet kid, the awkward teenager, the loner in a room full of people, the kind of person you'd walk past and never notice twice. No friends, no connections, no voice. Just silence and a constant ache that whispered, "You don't belong." But today, I walk into rooms and people stop talking to listen. Eyes follow me, opportunities open. People feel something around me. It's not luck, it's not magic, it's charisma. And in this video, I'm going to hand it to you. This is not some surface level how to win friends list. This is about psychological rewiring, about changing your energy so deeply that people are drawn to you without knowing why. If you've ever felt overlooked, if you've ever watched someone else take the spotlight and wondered, why not me? Then this is your moment. Let's break the cycle. Let's create the version of you that nobody can ignore. Welcome to episode 1 of the social skills series, Charisma. Chapter 1. The day everything changed. It started for me one random night at 2:47 a.m. I was alone in my apartment, surrounded by self-help books, how to win friends, the charisma myth, how to talk to anyone. My screen still lit up with paused YouTube videos on alpha body language and 20 social hacks you need. And despite consuming all that advice, nothing changed. I still couldn't connect, still felt like I was pretending, still saw people drift away after one conversation. Every word I rehearsed felt fake, every smile forced. It was like trying to build a house with no foundation. And then, something cracked. Not on the outside, but in me. I stumbled into a psychology paper on human connection actual research, and I read one line that flipped the table. The brain doesn't trust words, it trusts emotion, it trusts presence. That was it. I had spent years acting social, but people didn't want actors, they wanted to feel something real. That night I deleted every list of tips, I stopped copying body language, and I started building something deeper. Chapter 2. The 3 elements of raw charisma. Real charisma isn't built on fake smiles, practiced eye contact, or name repetition. It's built on 3 psychological pillars. 1. Presence. 2. Warmth. 3. Power. Miss one, and your energy collapses. But when all 3 align, you become unforgettable. Let's begin with the foundation. Chapter 3. Presence, the power of full attention. Let me take you back to a legendary moment in British politics. 1886. 2 men ran for prime minister. Both were powerful. Both were brilliant. But a journalist met them and said something chilling. When I met the first, I felt he was the most important man in the country. When I met the second, I felt like I was the most important person in the country. Guess who won? Presence isn't about showing your strength. It's about making others feel strong around you. Here's how you do it. Stop preparing your next sentence. That's it. When someone speaks, don't think about your reply. Just listen. Most people don't. They nod, they smile, but inside, they're rehearsing a clever response or a fake laugh. Don't be most people. Let your brain go silent. Let their words hit you. Feel what they're saying. Be there not to reply, not to impress, but to receive. People can tell when they're truly being heard. And when they feel that, they open up, they connect, and they remember you not for what you said, but how they felt in your presence. Presence is also about comfort. If you're tense, people will feel it. If you're uncomfortable, your energy screams, "I don't want to be here." But when you're comfortable with yourself, people lower their guard around you. You don't have to pose. You don't need to alpha your body language. You just need to own your space like it already belongs to you. Imagine this. You're sitting in a room and a sneeze comes. Do you suppress it to avoid attention, or do you let it out like it's your right to exist? That's the difference. The charismatic person doesn't need permission. They sneeze. They laugh. They take space. And the room adapts to them, not the other way around. Chapter 4. Warmth, the emotional glue. Now let's talk about the part that connects people to you. Warmth. This isn't about flattery. It's not about being nice. It's about emotional generosity. I once had a conversation with a homeless man in the rain. I didn't give him money. I didn't lecture him. I just sat, looked him in the eyes, and cared. 10 minutes later, he cried, not because I said something brilliant, but because he felt seen, valued, human. That's warmth. Here's the truth most people miss. Only 7% of communication is word. The rest 93% is emotional transmission. You can say, "Nice to meet you," with your voice, but people will feel if it's real in your energy. Warmth is this. You feel admiration for the person in front of you. You want to know them. You're not scanning them for flaws, you're searching for the good. But here's the line. Don't fake it. Warmth doesn't mean being a pushover. It doesn't mean saying yes to everything. It means being real with compassion. If someone says, "I love football," and you hate it, don't lie. Say, "I'm not a fan, but I get why people love it. What's your team?" Be honest, be curious, be accepting. And remember, warmth is also in giving. You have knowledge? Share it. You know something that could help someone? Offer it gently, without ego, without expecting anything back. Charisma isn't about getting people to like you. It's about giving them reasons to feel safe, valued, and connected in your presence. Chapter 5. Power, the silent force behind it all. Now we arrive at the hardest and most misused pillar. Power. This isn't loudness. It's not dominance. It's not manipulation. It's internal authority. Power is what makes your presence magnetic. It's the voice in you that says, "I don't need your approval. I know who I am." Let me give you a story. A friend of mine, Adam, once walked into a job interview without a resume. The hiring manager raised an eyebrow and said, "You came unprepared." Adam smiled and said, "No, I came to talk. If my story isn't enough, then my resume wouldn't help either." They hired him on the spot. That's power. It's calm, it's quiet, but it shakes the room. How to build power. Set boundaries. If you're at a dinner and someone mocks you, smile and walk away. Don't explain. Don't beg. Just leave. Speak less, mean more. Don't fill silence with noise. Speak when it counts. And when you speak, look people in the eye like your words matter. Say no without guilt. That one word is your sword. Wield it wisely. Confront discomfort. Whether it's a bad meal at a restaurant or a friend crossing a line, speak up. Softly, calmly, but always. Chapter 6. The inner shift. Charisma starts when you stop needing to be liked and start liking yourself. It begins when you stop trying to be interesting and start being interested. It blooms when you drop the mask and let people see you imperfect, unfiltered, real. You don't need tricks. You need truth. And here's the real secret. The most charismatic person in the room is the one most comfortable in their own skin. Be that person. Chapter 7. Action time. Transform today. Right now, yes, now I want you to do 3 things. 1. Listen. Pick one person today. A stranger, a friend, a coworker, and truly listen without thinking of what to say next. 2. Give. Share one insight, one compliment, one recommendation without expecting anything back. 3. Say no to something that doesn't align with your values. No guilt, no apology. Then watch what happens. Because once you combine presence, warmth, and power, you become unforgettable. Final words. Charisma isn't for the lucky. It's not for the genetically blessed. It's not for the loudest, the richest, or the best looking. It's for the real, for the ones willing to feel, to stand tall, to speak less and mean more. For people like you who've spent too long in silence, but not anymore. This was the darkdomin. This is only the beginning. Take control, speak your truth, and walk into every room like the world has been waiting for you, because it has.